Maybe, do I have my video? Do I have my thing muted? No, not muted. Let me check your, uh, let me check your, oh, you are muted. You'll have to unmute your mic, you know. Oh, you probably just, oh, you're co-streaming. That's fine. Let's see here. PC Gaming Dispatcher now live. All right, he's co-streaming there, and he's co-streaming there. That's fine. I don't mind at all, BC. By the way, BC, you're welcome to remain in the basement if you want. If you want to come up and talk, um, you don't have to be up here for that to continue going. That's all right. Or you can, up to you. If you do want to come up, drop your avatar and show me your face, and then I can bring you back up. That's not a problem. Or you can sit in there in the basement. It's all right either way. But anyhow, this is over the course of the year, the last 365 days, we have made $1,390.30. We've gained 1,600 subscribers. We've had 10,000.9 hours watch time. We've had 371,000, 371,000.8 thousand views. All right. That's pretty good, I think. If we look over here at content and we choose shorts, of those 300, what was it? 371,000. 371,000. The shorts provided, so we've had about 60,000 views without the shorts. Let me pull up this chat so I can actually see it. Let me pop it out. Bring it over here. A little easier to see than the other. Now I'm not going to be able to see your chat, BC, so you may want to tend to keep a watch on it. Not a bad thing, what I'm saying. You just need to realize, I agree. Any game is fair, typically, as long as you know the rules. Beyond proud of you. Hey, Belt Loop 29. Now, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to have to check that out. Hey, Belt Loop 29. Hang on. Is that a channel? Oh, good to see you. I know I've seen you before. And I know, thank you for coming in. And hey, beyond proud of you. Well, thank you. I mean, that's the same folks I do believe. I thank you. I appreciate that. See, I understand what you're saying, bro. Sharon Rowland says, Lily Tittle, another friend. Hey, Gary, good to see you. Skip, always a pleasure. Hey, Supriya Una, I'm going to butcher that. I know I am. Supriya Unam, thank you for coming in. And want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hey, Radio Man, good to see you. I think what I'm talking about here, though, is just the fact that, with 311,000 of those views coming from shorts, that means only, 60,000, about, give or take, have come from all the rest of it. Now, all the rest of it is going to be, live streams, and all the rest of it is going to be longer format videos. With the shorts have provided 702 subscribers. Now, if you've got 1,000 subscribers, and 700 of those subscribers are from shorts. Hey, Big Boy Facts, Johnny TV, good to see you, brother. If you'd like, you're welcome to come up and stream as well. I know you're working on watch hours. As far as I know, you're still needing about 2,000. The link is at the top. You're welcome to come up and just click on things, share the live stream, and anybody in your audience is welcome to join. So, and that'll get you some more content. And if you like, we can talk a little bit if you want to come up. If you just want to come into the basement, that's fine. Just leave your avatar up. By coming into the basement, you can, share this live stream. Anyhow, if 702 of that 1.6, that puts me at 9. Over the course of the last year, I've gained 900 subscribers. Not that long ago, about half of my subscribers were from shorts. And so, if I give you gifts, I expect that means that they connected with you. Anyhow, all right, let's look at that. Right now, I have in the neighborhood. If let me look at this. If I go to my main channel, that was not what I meant to do. But if I go to my channel, I've got 1.1 thousand videos and 2.2. So I've got basically for every subscriber, every 2 subscribers, I've got a video. If like me, you've done a lot of shorts, those shorts are typically anywhere from 8 seconds to a minute. Probably the vast majority are a minute long. If you don't have lives on there, let's say you had, well, it's a lot easier with people that watch the long format. It's a whole lot easier for them to watch a long, here's 2 hours, there's an hour, there's 16 minutes, an hour and 42, an hour, 28 minutes, an hour and 40, 21, 2 hours, an hour and a half, 4, almost 5 hours. If you're relying on shorts to get you there, it ain't going to do it. I feel like I've said that before. I guess I have. But if you've got, well, let me take a look at somebody's live. I'm going to go through and point out somebody's playlist I just ran the other day. Let's see. A friend of mine. Have a good night, Lily. Thank you for coming in. If I can get my keyboard to right. Here it is. Cricket 208. I've been seeing Cricket around a little bit. And let's look at their playlist. I went looking for their this is their master playlist. They have 110 videos. They have 101 videos on the master playlist. So most of their videos are going to be on there. Let's look at the master playlist. There's a video for 36 seconds, 1 minute, 53, a minute 17, 25, 1 minute, 36, a minute, 15. Let's say they averaged a minute. And so far, most everything I'm seeing is around a minute or shorter. And let's just look at well, there was one that's 5 minutes. But there's enough of them. There's 3, 2, right at 3, 2.5, 1.5, a minute. There's one 9 minutes. Let's say that they averaged. Let's say they averaged 2 minutes per. Because some of them are a little bit longer. But there's right at 100 on there. You could go through, and all you got to do is figure that's 100 videos, 200 minutes. That's a little over 3 hours. Let's say 200. Divide that by. Let's see. What am I thinking? 60. Yeah, that's a little over 3 hours. That means that entire playlist has to be that you take 4,000 and divide that by 3.33. And that'll tell you how many times that has to be viewed over the course of a year. That saved the whole playlist has to be viewed 1,200 times. And you could divide that by 365, and that'll tell you how many times that has to be played every day. Every day. So that view over 2.25. Me today. All right. Now let's take a look at another one. I've got a friend of mine who has a 7-hour playlist. Hey, Sherman's Family Farm. Good to see you, Josh. By the way, y'all can drop a 29 and the link, and it will. Oh, you're backstage. Well, I see you there. You just hadn't. You still have your. I don't mind if you keep your. You can. I'm okay with you being there, but you have to, at least show your face if you want to come up. And I'm okay with bringing you up. I just have to see your face beforehand, BC. You don't have to show it up here, and that's okay. I know Eddie, if he was watching, he ain't watching now because we talking numbers. I know how somebody has 168 hours. It takes 7 days to run their playlist. Anyhow, if you needed 4,000 hours, 4,000 hours divided by a 168. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you. She's wanting to play. That means it has to be drunk over that 4,000 hours. It has to be played 23 times. That's 1 week playlist. Well, that's if it was just that way. But the bottom line is you need 4,000 hours, and you can divide that by 365. That means you have to have 10.958 or 10.96 hours per day of video played. Guess what? When you sitting here and you are in the process of working on that, and it can't be the same person that plays it. It appears, from what I've seen, it appears as though one person can play a playlist about every 45 days and it counts. So you have to have multiple people involved if that's how you're going to get there with the playlist. But the best way is going to be to create videos that either catch the attention, add that, supplement that with live streams. Now, to do, let's see, if 30 people watch 24 hours for a week, they will get their 4,000 hours. That's certainly what it looks like. Do that math for my master playlist so I can see what I need? Yes, I'll be glad to. Let me go through and share the screen again. I'll put it up. And let's look at Sherman Family Farm. If I can get my keyboard to work. All right. Sherman Family Farm. Let's go to playlists. Master playlist has a playlist with 38 videos on it. Let's take a look at the full list. 25, 13, 19, 33, 38. We could actually, it's not too many, so we could literally go through and add those up just to get an accurate count. I don't know how other people do it. This is just how I do it. And I'm not going to add the seconds for just, we'll guesstimate. We'll take about 10 of them and we'll take 10 of them, add them together, and then we'll just average it. 13 plus 20. We'll say that's 20. 33 plus 38 plus 38 plus 50, clear entry, 59 plus 7 plus 43 plus 23 plus 20 plus 20, 7 plus 12 plus 2 plus, we'll say that's 50. Every now and then we'll add a little bit to it. Plus 3 plus 25 plus 38 plus 8 plus 3 plus 28 plus, we'll call that 5 plus 4 plus 4.52, we'll call that 5 plus 20 plus 10 plus 5 plus 6 plus, call it 12. And this is an approximation. Plus 47 plus 7 point, plus, call that 11, 16 plus 13 plus 39 plus an hour and 38 is going to be 98 plus 40. I mean, there'll be a few, probably a minute or two off. Nikki, where did you go? That's okay. Is equal to 875 minutes. Divide that by 60. That's how many? That's how many hours it is. 14 hours. So they have to run that almost every day. A little less than one a day. Well, let's take Memory Plus. If I can find that. Hey, BC Gaming, welcome back. And we're going to go through and we're going to do the 4,000. Whoops. Clear entry. 4,000 divided by memory recall is equal to, that means yours has to be played 374 times on that particular one. That sounds right. I'll have to go back and look at all the math, but it had added up to about 14 hours, and you have to have a little bit more than you have to have a little bit more than 10. Well, just less than right at 11 hours a day. So your playlist was about 14.58 hours long, and so it would have to be run 374 times. If you divide that by 365 days, that's 0.75 a day. It has to be watched. You have to have, now you can have the same group of people watch it over, but they have to wait, like 45 days for theirs will count. So if you could get 45 people doing it, 45 days apart, they should be able to get there. But that's going to take you. That's to do it in 1 year. They'd have to run through three. Now obviously, if you can get it run through, what was that? 274 times. If you could get 5 people to watch it, or doesn't matter how many people are watching it, as long as they're watching it, as often as it's possible, and it goes through 374 times. But that's a little misleading as well, because if you think about it, the larger your channel grows, the more people you've got to watch it. But if you've got a lot of shorts on there, and it looks like most of your, I'm guessing without looking at it, you got 1.37 thousand subscribers. I don't know how many watch hours you have currently, but let me put that up so that I can see it again. Make sure I'm not missing any important comments. I always do for some reason. And I'll review back a little bit. All right. Thank you for coming in, Sharon. It is appreciated. With something like that, let's see how you're doing on your lives. You got 3 lives 11 days ago, 2 of them, and a month ago. Those seem to be the real. I tell you what, let's take a look at my live streams. Might as well, and we can look on this channel. This channel that I'm on currently is the YouTube Police. And right now, I'm currently, well, they're lining up pretty good. Look at YouTube Police. Right now, I've got 243 subscribers. If you look down here, if you go over here, right down on the YouTube Studio and go to Earn, what you'll need to do is scroll down, and it'll have how do you join? Well, you have to first, one of the first steps is to get 1,000. That's probably the easiest thing to do. You need at least 7 playlists over 24 hours of playtime and video, so you can have 15 people watching your playlist for 2 weeks. You can get to the 4K. That sounds reasonable to me. 7 playlists, 24 hours playtime and videos. So if you can get 15 people watching, that's right. You play for 2 weeks, you can get to 4,000. That sounds right. Without, hey Carnegie, good to see you. That's my home skillet. From one thing you have to remember when running someone's playlist: if you clear history each time, you have to continuously run the playlist. From what I understand, that sounds right. I do know that on the videos that I've watched, and you can go through and let's look at that. Let's look at that because right here, 243. Just under 600. So for every subscriber, I'm getting about, I've got over 2, not quite 3, not quite 3 hours per. If I can get it up to, what is that, 5, 6, 7, just under 750 hours is what I would need. And I've got a few more that's coming in. They just haven't counted yet. But still, it won't be quite up to there. But let's go through and look at Sherman. Visit my channel, Sapuya Priya. That's what I'm not going to try to say that again because I butcher it every time, and I'm sorry about that. And you can type a 29 into the chat and drop your link so other folks can connect with you. On this channel, I've made it a point, and I know I was thinking about something, but I done lost it because I looked at the chat and that was throwing me off. I've added a few lives or a few shorts, but most of my content tends to be live streams on here. And these are the live streams that I've done. I actually have 51 live streams on this. Now, all of them ain't going to count because some of them are over, well, some of them are for like November. My first one was September the 24th, and that was when it was under a different name. But that's fine, it still counts. But I got, out of that one video, I got a quarter of an hour. In fact, look, since it was uploaded, okay, I got almost 4 hours because people watched it when it was, I had one or two people in there when they got in. But still, 4 hours on probably my very first and worst one. Let's compare that with a video. Let's pick out my most popular video, or one with the most likes. There's one with 13 likes, or well, 27, 28. It's, here's one with 2,000. That's a short though. That ain't gonna help. Here's now this one is going to be a little weird because this one was a 9-hour premiere. I thought that was kind of funny too. But let's look at it. Here's what a 9-hour premiere looks like. Since published, since uploaded, because it was a premiere and it was published when it was premiered. Put any primer in your playlist, they will not play through any primer. I'm not sure what, I don't know what a primer is. Unless that's, I know that if you put an intro in there, people typically skip through that anyhow if they're watching it. But on playlists, I think they tend to let it play. But with this, that has 12.6 hours. That was 9 hours though of video. It was listed as a premiere, and I got it's William. Okay. Don't put any primer in your play. I still will focus on that now for a while. But the truth is, people don't tend to watch these unless they're going to, unless you put them in a playlist. I do have a playlist in here to get to that. Well, I tell you what, no, I don't. What I can do is I can just go over here to content, and this is also how you add. This is also how you add stuff to your playlist. If you've got a whole page full of stuff and you wanted to create a new playlist, let me go through. Tell you what, let me undo that because I don't know which ones are on the playlist, which ones are not. I can go through and add that particular one to the playlist. Now you can do more than one. I don't know how many of these are on the playlist, but let's assume that one is not. Yeah, that's already on there. So we don't want that. Well, let's take that one. That one and that one. Let's take that one off. Add to the playlist. Yes, we do want to add that to the master playlist. Let's go to the lives. And we're going to add this. And I don't think either of those have been on there. So we're just going to go and add to the playlist. Save. Let's see if that one's been added to it. It's a whole lot easier to go through here and add things that hadn't been added to the playlist than it is go through each individual video, go to each video, and then turn around and see that's already on there. So I don't have to, I don't have to worry about that one. So now my playlist includes all those. And I can go look at my playlist, go into my channel, go right here. Where is it? Library. I should have my library. Here we go. There's my playlist. It's got 70 videos on it. And we can go back to the channel and look at how many videos I've got. I've got 67. So evidently I've repeated 3 of them. That's how I knew to look at them before I tried to add them. Anyhow, anybody have any questions on anything? I guess in order, place was awesome. I'm glad you liked it. William's a friend of mine. What's your question, BC? Be glad to help if I can. If you have, I will also tell you this: every day that you can get up above that 11 hours, that's another hour. Can I help with watch hours? I don't mind helping with that, but I will tell you this: typically, I start with my members first, and then I go to the folks that I see fairly regularly. Um, the folks that come into the live streams, I do try to prioritize it. And I know that I've watched your stuff before, and once I started watching it, uh, I didn't see you for a while, but that's okay. See. Hey, you have a good night, Miss Andale. It's funny, you can actually run off people by helping them. Hey, Cricket, good to see you. We were talking about your channel a little bit earlier and looking at your playlist. It doesn't take long to run Cricket's playlist. And I would recommend everybody go try to help Cricket out. She's seems like a nice person. I'm really just kind of getting to know her at the moment, but seems like really good people. Let's take a look at it, BC Gamer. All right, BC Gaming. Sorry, yeah, dispatcher. All right, let's take a look at your playlist. See what it's like. Watch our playlist. Um, Sleep stream. Let's see. Do some restream. Moving episodes. Watch our playlist. That has 75 videos, and you have 626 videos. Let me look see if I see anything with more videos than that. 2 videos, 3, 1, 1, 16, 4, 3, 5, 7, 9, 6, 5, 16. What I'm going to recommend for you, BC, is that you end up adding some more stuff to your playlist. Right now, I'm playing. Right now, I have about 3 I can play at any given time. My internet only allows me to have. You have a video that is like 72 videos. All right. Well, I didn't see it. I'll take another look. Here's one with 75. Let's view it. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. 6, 4, 1. Thank you, sweetheart. There you go. Go get it. Go get it. Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm gonna come play with you in just a few minutes. Oh, that's a pretty long one. I still recommend putting those other videos in there. Good girl. Good girl. Go get it. Go get the toy. That's a long one. That is going to take a while to run. 75, probably at least 3 or 4 days to run. Let me look at what I've got going on, BC. And, all right, you keep playing with it then. I expect I'll look at it, BC. You know, I know I've run your playlist before, though. It's been a while. Hopefully I'll see you some more. And what I will do is, let's see, I'm willing to commit to videos for tonight. Let's see what you've got. Well, I don't guess it even matters. Because one thing, if you don't have, well, now I remember what I was looking at. If you go to your library, there is, you could put, well, let's take a look at not your history, but your history. This is my history. There is an option here. Once you click on history, there's an option to clear all your watch history. This is under mental watch history will clear from YouTube, apps, and all devices. Your video recommendations will be reset. May still be influenced by activity on other Google products. You learn, all right, that's okay. I'm going to clear my watch history. But I'm going to take it one more. I'm going to go through and I'm going to pause my watch history. What that means is now when I watch a video, it will not show. I think there's some pros and cons for your watch history. One being that it does pretty much make sure that every time you watch it, it's like the first time you watched it. It's not, and it will count as a view. The trouble is with it is if you're trying to see where you if you want to pick back up where you were, it's not going to do that because you noticed beforehand they had red lines across them along the bottom. That shows you how long you've watched a particular video. And so with this cleared, if you go to for example, your subscriptions, some of these I've been in today. Not necessarily those, but probably some of these up here. And it's not going to show me. I'm not going to be able to tell which ones I've seen. If you go through while you're trying to go through into different, the way I do it a lot of the times, so I will go into a live stream. I'll go in there for a while, and it shows me on the with the little red line that it was. I use those red lines a lot when watching people's lists. They can be very helpful, Cricket, and that's what I'm saying. It helps you pick back up where you were if you want to pick the thing back up. The way though that I do my watch, typically the way that I do watch hours, trying to help people with watch hours, is I go through and just let it run for so many hours. Or until it ends. Typically when I start one, I run it to the end. When I watched all the way through yours, it had a start, it ran all the way through. I tried to every now and then hit the click the like button, and what have you. Here's the 75 bus vid bus simulator. I don't know what that means. The typically when I do, and right now, for example, the only one that I know of for certain that I've got running is, let's see, where is it? Right here. This is the stream, or this is the live, or the, not the, I am currently on 493 of 1,070 videos for DJ. DJ's Cartoon Universe is been running for several days, by the way. Let me go in here. I like to go through and say sup or something like that. Maybe DJ every now and then just to make a comment. I don't do it on every one because I'm not sitting here in front of this thing watching every one. I do play his videos. Sometimes I pay attention to what they're saying. Not always. I do have the volume turned up a little, but it's low. I don't have it muted, and I do have it where it's, what is that? Let me get here and see. Okay, that's where I'm on right now. Okay, that's fine. But I go through it. I play the video. Now you can go through it if you want. You can go through, and when I'm watching multiples, what I do is I'll go there. I'll find me another thing to watch, and let's say the next thing I want to go through and watch. Who was that? It was 400. Oh, I know. This one right here. This is the next one I'm going to be watching. I'm going to go onto their playlist, and I'm going to, let's see, they've got 101, their mega list. They just increased that tonight. They were at 53, 54 videos. They increased their mega list, even though it's not all their videos because they had 205 videos. We will look at the entire thing. For me to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on play all. I'm going to go here and I'm going to turn the quality down to 144. I'm going to set this. I'm going to move this tab to its own window, and I'm going to bring it down. Sometimes it's larger, sometimes it's smaller, but I try to adjust mine so that they're fairly small, and then it's got its own window. And while I normally keep it over here on the left side, just because that's my bigger monitor is right here and my newer monitor, but now I've got that playing. I've still got DJs playing, and then I'll go through and I'll set up a third one, and that's currently on this, so I can have that. But while I'll go through and add a third one, well, for some reason, it has issues doing that if I don't just duplicate the tab sometimes. Well, maybe my bandwidth is already pressed. Or my computer. That's fine. I think what I have to do on this is swap it over to my main channel. For some reason, it has problems reading. Let me try duplicating the tab again. There we go. And I'll just move that one to the channel, and we'll look up yours again. The PC Gaming Dispatcher. All right. And we will go to your channel. I'll put it on a playlist. There's one with 23 videos. Well, it seems a waste because I will run it tonight. I've got other folks that I will be running a little bit more heavily, just because of the fact that they're members of this channel, and or there's currently about 40 members of this channel. They do take priority to me over other folks, and it's not that hey, these people care enough about this channel to where they're actually paying money so I can help other folks. And to me, that, it shows a lot about their commitment to this channel. And I feel like I need to make sure that but I will run your playlist for you tonight. And that's got, well, I don't guess it really matters which one. It's going to be running all night. What I do when I do this is I go through and set the quality at 144, move it to its very own window, and then bring it down. All right. Now what I will do is I'm going to set these things up just like this so that they each have their own window. And the purpose for this being quite simple. If you're trying to play, it's not going to count if it's going to play whatever the active tab is. Each one of these tabs is active. If I've got, 4 tabs open at the same time, and watching something completely different on each of them, it's only going to count whatever tab is active. Well, I wouldn't do that, Laura. I would make it where each one of them has their own active tab. Otherwise, it's just not going to count it. It's not, at least that's my understanding. It's not going to count those hours. But if you go through and run them like this, it should. That should count them because all 3 of them are on active tabs. And typically when I do this, I run it over here on this other screen so that it makes it easier to do. Need 3, okay. Need 2, Laura. Well, most people do that because, you'd think that would work. But have you ever noticed and let me move these over here so that I can have it set up when I'm ready to do it more, and just bring these to the forefront. As long as those are active, I think they still count. But I don't think they count if they're not active. So you have to go through and make sure that they're active tabs. But there is one other thing I wanted to show you. And let me see if I can remember what it was. Give me a second. You only do one at a time. Well, hey, there ain't no problem with that. If that's an active tab and it's running, you're good to go. I do know several people though. On mine, my computer will run. I'm limited by my internet. My internet is not, as fast as a lot of people have, but I can go through and some of the ones that I've played, Laura, have taken almost a week to run. And that's letting it run 24/7. Some people have multiple devices. I know Eddie over at Devil Dog. A lot of times he'll have 6 or 7 running at one time, and he actually puts them on each on individual devices, whether it's an old laptop, an old tablet, an old cell phone, and of course he's got the internet where he can do that. They've got what is that? The fiber optics, I think, and it runs pretty fast. Mine is a lot slower than that, even though I've got my computer. Man, that's to me this the bomb diggity. But the internet kind of limits in what I can do. I try to make it a point though to help as many people as I can I do have to prioritize though. When I first started, it was wide open. You know, right now I've got over 1,000 people that I'm connected to on my main channel, and 22 over 2,200, 2,280 or something like that. That's connected to me and I try to help everybody. I can't do it. There ain't enough. I don't have enough internet. Uh, I don't have enough tablets or whatever to run everything. Even if I did, and as it is, Tammy already gets upset because a lot of the times, the internet in here, what I'm running slows down stuff in the rest of the house. And so sometimes she ends up buffering. So I try to, you know, last the other day before cricket, I never saw one comment from a few, so I won't be doing that again. Well, I understand exactly what you're talking about, Laura. Um, I don't know. Uh, See, the way I look at it, I've always been a very strong proponent of your character is a lot more important than your reputation. And I just mean, when you try to help somebody, you're trying to help somebody. Sometimes people will spitefully use you, and I get that. Um, I've even had, there have been, I don't know how many, I spent at least an hour or two today answering, just answering comments. Now, when you got 5 channels, that can be very, I was doing it at one time, it was taking me 2 hours to do just, oh, by the way, hey, Lisa, Lisa's Fun Fine, good to see you. The, let me see here. Wow, why is that? Oh, I know why. Um, I'm not on the right thing. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. That was wrong, wrong, wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant I'm not signed in on the right sign in. Let me switch accounts to the right sign in so I can make you a moderator. All right. That was my intention. There we go. The I'm sorry about the mistake. She said, "Hi everyone. Hi Laura. You're now yeah, I make mistakes, especially with this keyboard and this mouse. It just and my eyesight ain't as good as it used to be. I'm very sorry about that, Lisa. I really am. Um, Character is more important than reputation. I've had it where I've gone through and spent hours doing shout outs on my community tab when I was focusing on my main channel, and only that. And I still have I can think of at least 3 occasions where people went through and said, "Where's my name? Why didn't you shout me out?" Um, the Well, the reason why they didn't get shouted out that particular time is because they hadn't commented on one of my uh, either a post or a video in the last 24 hours, and that's all I was really doing, focusing on the previous 24 hours of of folks. And but you know what? I don't focus on that, and the reason why I don't is because you know I am well, I'm a Christian. And the Bible tells you to take that, to take the beam out of your own eye before you try to help somebody else with the splinter in theirs. And all that means. My interpretation of that is that it's a matter of perspective. It's always a lot bigger deal when it's in my eye and happening to me than yes, be the better person. Um, it's not about them. I want to make sure that if I say I'm going to help somebody, I didn't do it because I'm expecting anything out of it. I do it because I want to help. And that I like to think I'm sincere in that. I think I am. I I'm always looking at things, trying to ask myself if that's really what I'm doing, or am I thinking my reputation is going to get better? Does that matter? I mean, I'm always second guessing things. I'm always contemplating things. I'm always looking at that type of thing, just to make sure that my I'm sorry. Let me change this off. Let me quit sharing that. I have a tendency to try and question my own motives. I want to make sure that my motives are pure. I want to make sure that um yeah, it does. And you know what though? People and what I have come one other thing I've done for years. Uh I can't even tell you how many years because I hadn't always been in a position to do it. But I've had people that have asked me to. I was raised dirt poor. I mean, dirt poor. Now I know there was folks that probably had it worse than me. But when my parents had three kids, bam, 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 when they were real young, and uh, we were uh, on federal on assistance, public assistance, whatever you call it. We were on food stamps. I have no doubt about that. We were, but we always had a roof over our head and we had, food to eat. Um, and so the, when that happens, you tend to either respond to it in one of two different ways. Either one, you make up your mind that you ain't, you're not going to, when you get older, you're going to work hard. You're going to do, whatever it takes to make more to where, or you get to where, and maybe you do both. Or you get to where you hold on to it. You pinch a penny till it comes out, 2 pennies, or pinch a nickel till you get 4 pennies, pennies back. I don't know how to say it any better other than you don't spend money when you don't have it. You can't. And so um, when it comes to the bills around here, I wish my wife grew up poor too. I reckon, um, but I don't think she learned quite the same lesson I did, and I'm sorry. Um, that's fine. I'm back. That camera's not working close. That's okay. I'm anyhow. So hey, Matros Keto and Wrestling. That's a cool name. Um, anyhow, the I've long spent my holding on tight to money. It's not that money's my. It isn't. I didn't take it. I took a cut and pay to go become a police officer. So money is not my god. Money is not but you have to have it in this world. And I've I can't tell you how many times people have asked to borrow money because they know I keep a hold of it, and I've given it out freely. And to this date, I can only think of one or two people that's ever paid me back. The problem that you run into when that starts happening, and people have a tendency to live at their means or above their means. Well, I don't. It's one of the reasons why I don't. There's people at work that want to work overtime all the time. And when you don't have it, you save more of it. That's right. You have a tendency to live to your means. Well, I live below my means, um, which means that I've been able to help other people. And I've kind of quit even, loaning it for the most part because I just give it. And now that doesn't mean if anybody in the chat calls me up and say, hey, can I have $10? No. I see people that are in need from time to time, and I freely give them money. Now I can't do as much as I'd like, and the members of my channel are the reason. I think one of the reasons why they're members of my channel is because the fact that when somebody joins my channel, any of that money goes towards helping somebody else. I haven't kept one penny of it. In fact, I've spent a whole lot. I've given out a whole lot more than what this channel's brought in. But that's the only reason why it really. That's the only reason why I bothered joining, having membership. Hey, Jonesy.
Hey, can you lend me 100?
No.
Okay. That's all right. Just thought I'd
But
ask.
hey, I'll send you a coin though.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
In fact, I guess they're still out in the truck. I need to get them ready to send out. But anyhow, I don't, if I see a need out there, I try to meet it if I can, or help somebody, help people along the way. And but one thing I guess the one thing I have that has done for me or changed me in thinking is that, and you could say I expect the worst from people. I expect people to be where they have good intentions and they say they're going to, give you back this, that, and the other. You know, they always say that, but they never do it. So I guess from that perspective, I kind of expect the worst, hope for the best, but the problem is if I go around hating on people that I've given my money to, I'm gonna run out of friends then too. So I don't let the money come between me and my friends. I hope that makes sense. It's money is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. Some people get a little bit grabby over their tools. That's not something that I do. Hey DJ, good to see you, brother. DJ, if you would drop your link,
Hey,
you know,
DJ.
I'd like for anybody here to maybe get a chance to come over and help play your playlist with me. And this is my friend DJ. I don't know if he'll come up or not. You know, he
You might be asleep with no shirt on
he
at the
might be
moment.
asleep with no shirt on, so can't ever tell with DJ. Uh, anyhow, he did just drop his link. If y'all would connect with him, um, DJ's here in the last little bit has gotten over the 1,000 mark, and he's how far, DJ? If you would put in the thing, how many hours you still like? I think it's around 2,000, just under 2,000, I think.
And it doesn't
And
take much for a few people to start running a playlist. I don't know. It's it just snowballs it along, like, and it's if you can run a playlist when you're sort of cooking dinner or you're watching a movie on TV or something like that, you can put a device on and just let it run for a few hours. It definitely helps people get to their goal.
mm-hmm. BC Gamer, if you would play his playlist, I'd appreciate it. I am running yours. Not that you have to, but I have. And Cricket, if you're still here, this is the fellow I was talking about. I'd like for you to run his playlist. Um, there's somebody else I was playing their playlist. Took care of it in a fairly short period of time, and I asked them to run your playlist as well, DJ.
Yeah, so
But anyhow,
what's been going on, Gary?
oh, not much. I you know I think maybe the next one will be the struggle is real or something like that. Um, I'm just I'm doing what I do. I'm working on things and uh, let's see. No, it doesn't, Jonesy. What was the question? I didn't catch the question. I guess I don't know. That's
No, it
okay. I
doesn't
get.
no, it doesn't take much to run someone's playlist. Like if you're having dinner, or if you're
That's right.
or even if you're in bed. But just depends how you do it.
Hey, DJ.
Here he is.
Hey, Gary, hey, Jamesy.
G'day, mate.
Good day.
If you don't know DJ has, I'm sure you've noticed he has cerebral palsy. But he's been doing this longer than any of us. He's been doing this a lot longer than me and Jonesy combined, and a lot of folks in here probably.
Yeah.
So he's right there at it. He can taste it. I'm
Yeah.
sure. So
Here we go. You ready? You ready,
yep.
Yeah.
DJ?
Yeah, good.
Like him.
Okay, mate.
That's awesome.
Nailed it. Awesome, buddy. There you go.
Yeah.
Recorded that secretly a while ago.
Ta-
G'day, Cabo.
Yes. I haven't got the recorder on, Gary, so but yeah, no, it's a bit of
Thank you, Cricket. And I appreciate that, Cricket. That's, truthfully, that means a lot to me. There's this group of people that are here in this community. They mean a lot to me because it's very humbling.
You know what, Gary? In saying this, earlier today I recorded a video. I was going to go. I had a job cancelled today, and then the wife went to work, and then she said, "Can you babysit Charlie?" So I said, "Yeah, I can babysit Charlie." So I'm hanging out with Charlie all day today, and it just got me thinking. It's just the little things in life that are good. So I've done a video today just talking about the little things, and it's
Fellas.
it's about to go up later today.
Oh, it's not published yet.
No, I'm just crunching it now.
Okay.
But that's and it's just the little things, can be anything in life. You got to enjoy the small things. If you don't enjoy the small things, what's the point?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I do work on my Belt Loop 29 channel, but it seems to be growing without me really doing a whole lot at this point. I guess it just once it picks up steam a little bit, because I've been focusing on, really the YouTube police and some of the other stuff. I finally got all my channels over, 100 subscribers. And so it's, and still my main channel has grown.
Okay, big shit. Now, take you on.
It's hard to get a word in, DJ, isn't it? I was reading that too, waiting for Gary to stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't look. I see it. I mean, yeah, they don't have to tell me anything, guys. I see chat as well. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, but I've come around to the 12-month cycle. So remember when I was first kicking off and everyone was coming into my lives, we're having some good times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not keeping up with that at the moment. I'm losing.
Oh, wow.
When everyone talks about going backwards, I said, no, they can't. I'm obviously putting out content. I'll never go backwards. Apparently, I had a few good lives.
Well,
my 12 months come in.
I try to get over there, Jonesy, and I do. And oftentimes, though, I learn.
I'm in no rush, Gary. Put it that way. I'm in no rush. It's all good.
Okay. But
So
I mean,
don't stress.
I do know that the more people, it's like there's a lot's changed since I started. And you don't think about those things when you start. You really don't. When I first started, I was, I never even dreamed about really being monetized. That was the furthest thing from my mind. My first thoughts were just to try and, record the garden. Hey, Craig, good to see you, brother.
Craig or Corinne? It's one of them.
Craig or Mrs. Craig?
Corinne.
I know. I don't know why I have trouble.
Yeah, they were one of the first ones I followed a while back. It was funny how you sort of you're on your journey, but you never forget the first ones that you connect with.
Yeah,
it's sort of strange saying it like that, but it's
No, I
true.
know what you mean, Josie. I mean, a lot of the people I originally connected with, I remember everyone, but sadly, they're not on YouTube anymore, so yeah. And allow me to see, allow me to say, BC Gaming, the special, it, it will definitely take a while for you to get used to how I talk, but trust me, once you understand me, you would not want to hear me.
That's the best part about you, DJ. It's a sense of humor that it smacks you between the eyes, but it comes in slow motion. But when it gets you good.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me, Craig. The because I ran across you quite a while back, and DJ very around the same time. Um, be honest with you, one of the earliest people I met on here was Devadog, and you know he's like a brother to me. You know he
And the
really
rest
is.
is history. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful for to have him as a friend. Um, I don't think I think we're gonna shut it down here in just a minute. It's late. I need to see about getting. I've got a couple busy days the next 2 days. If you happen to be anywhere close to Mississippi, we are having at 160 Brandon Avenue, um, Richland, Mississippi 39218. We are having and you'll find very cool.
Oh, saying it's 20 past 4.
Yeah, I know.
It's not that late.
Yeah.
That's for you right now. It's 1:28 or 1:29 a.m. 1:20 a.m. something like that
Hmm.
here, and it's I think it's even later than DJ. For
So,
DJ, ain't you Eastern time?
Yes, it's just now 2:21 a.m.
So
first day of winter here too. So
I'm glad
Uh,
to hear BC.
hmm.
The yeah DJ is kind of hard to understand at times, BC, but he's got a sense of humor on him, and he's extremely intelligent. Now I ain't
yeah.
gonna say he's as smart as I ain't. No, I'm just playing. He,
uh,
but he's very bright. He understands a lot of this stuff. He's been doing this a long time. He knows how to do a lot of things that a lot of people don't. They just need to be able to, listen a little bit and take the time to understand him. So even I have trouble understanding him sometimes. I've been hanging out with him for a long time. So
yeah,
anyway,
almost a year.
yeah, that's about right.
Yeah,
And I count
Yeah.
him amongst a very close group of friends. So
Yeah,
um,
the crunching finished. I get an alarm. I didn't even know I get an alarm when that goes off. Anyway,
what are you editing it or
yeah,
rendering it or what are you doing?
yeah, rendering, and when it finished, I'm using a new program, Video Proc Vlogger, and
Cool.
it it
nice.
gives you an alarm. Yes, which was I wonder what that was. But anyway,
Well, I think we're going to shut it down and we can hang out a few minutes. If anybody wants to come into the after party, the link is at the top of my chat. It's been pinned there, and you're welcome to come back, ask questions, talk, anything you like, and I'll have another show next Thursday. I'll probably be streaming between now and then. I'm always trying to go through. I'm always trying to go through and work on watch hours for this channel. So thank y'all for coming in. Oh, let me take a minute and let me go take a minute and recognize the folks that are in the chat. If you hadn't said anything for a little bit, please go ahead and say something. Type something in the chat so that we can go through and recognize you for being here. Troopers to the end. Thank you for coming in, Corn, Fed Life, Craig, Cricket 208, Song Bits, Laura, BC Gaming. And I know there's a few folks that are just letting it run, help me with watch hours. That is appreciated as well. Let me say thank you to Radio Jonesy and DJ for coming up. Long-time friends. If you don't know them, you need to. And I'm sure they've had drop their links or look them up. Radio Jonesy's now Radio Jonesy Tasmania. DJ's channel is DJ's Cartoon Universe. It should be easy to find. And thank you for sharing this time. DJ, you got anything special coming up?
Not really. No, I'm trying to decide on something, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it yet.
All right. Now you go live on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, though, don't you? Is it Tuesday or Thursday?
It's Tuesday and every other Friday. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Jonesy, when do you go live regularly?
Regularly Saturday, 5:30 Eastern. No, 5:30 Central. But won't be this Saturday, unfortunately. I have a prior engagement, but I'll probably be on. I'll probably be on before it. Like I'll be on maybe 4 o'clock. I'll just get on to do some.
Okay. Cool.
DJ, are you going live this Friday or tomorrow?
No, I'm not going live this week. This week is a movie night for me. So
All right.
the next live I have is on Tuesday. So, yeah.
All right. What time is that on Tuesday?
That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, and 6. Well, so 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 Mountain, and 6 Pacific. So, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, hey, William Carnegie, I see you've come in too. Commented again. And thank you for coming in. We do appreciate everybody for coming in. We're going to end in 3, 2,